Hola from San Luis Potosi. For most people, San Luis Potosi doesn't even register as a place to visit in Mexico. I've been here for 3 days. I haven't seen any foreigners, but this is a really special city in many ways. There's some incredible sights. So I'm going to show you around the city, and I'm going to show you why you should visit San Luis Potosi. Plaza de Armas is where you should start your visit of San Luis Potosi. It's the main square. You'll see the cathedral on the other side of the square, government buildings all around. There's a beautiful kiosk right in the center, surrounded by trees. It's a very pleasant place and a good place to get your bearings when visiting San Luis Potosi. The Cathedral of San Luis Potosi was built starting in 1670 and was completed in 1730. It was dedicated to the King of France, Louis IX. You'll see a statue in the cathedral as well as some fleur-de-lis on the stained glass. The name of the state and the city, San Luis Potosi, is also a tribute to the King of France. But there are many other beautiful churches in San Luis Potosi. So lots of beauty here in San Luis Potosi, but if there's one place you really have to come, it's the Plaza del Carmen, which is one of the most beautiful squares in all of Mexico. And if there's one highlight, the one thing you can't miss of all these beautiful churches, it's the Templo del Carmen, which is right behind me. I'm going to show you some of the video from inside. It's a spectacular church. It beats the cathedral. It's the most amazing church here in San Luis Potosi. There are many other things you can do in San Luis Potosi. One of them is taking a tourist tram around the city. It's not a hop on, hop off. It's just a bus that goes around the city for about 45 minutes. But it's a good way of seeing San Luis Potosi. There's also a railway museum, the National Mass Museum, and the Leonardo Character Museum, which you'll find at the Centro des Artes. All great things to do depending on what interests you. San Luis Potosi made its wealth from the mining of gold and silver, just like Zacatecas and Guanajuato. You can really see the wealth in the colonial architecture and the churches. I don't think I've ever seen a town in Mexico with as many churches in the concentrated areas in San Luis Potosi. There's some incredible churches here. Today the town does feel a little bit poor. It doesn't feel rich. It doesn't compare to Querétaro or San Miguel de Allende or Guanajuato. It feels poor. It feels a bit gritty, but it feels authentic. The people are very friendly. We've been here 4 days. No problems at all with safety. Everybody's incredibly friendly. Actually, today I was stopped in the square by a bunch of school kids who wanted to take my picture. So I guess they don't see very many foreigners here, which is a real shame. San Luis Potosi really is worth a visit. It's only about 2.5 hours from San Miguel de Allende by bus. So, try to make it out here. It's really very impressive, and I really recommend a visit to San Luis Potosi.